Allie just shared this video with me. I've been watching. It's a long video, but it is funny. It is a group of friends that have decided to recreate the Hunger Games, the original Hunger Games movie. I mean, basically from memory, right?
Yep.
And they did like the full movie.
Yep.
8772 RadioU. They did a good job.
It's gone completely viral on YouTube. It almost has 3 million views, and it was just posted a week ago.
Yeah. It's on, I don't know how to say it, Grace Ryder's channel. It's funny, I recognized her because she was just in The Chair Company.
Okay.
She's only in it for a few scenes, but everybody in that show is just memorable, even if they're only in it for a minute or two. She plays Tim Robinson's, I guess, soon-to-be daughter-in-law. She's actually very funny. But the recreation of the Hunger Games is very funny, too. It's not like shot for shot. First of all, it's only 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But then it's also, like, it is a remake, but there's jokes in it too.
Yeah, it's a parody because it's like they recreated it from memory. So what they did, from what I understand, is that they were like, you know what we're going to do is we're going to write it, and we're going to write it from what we remember, from memory. And so like some scenes are pretty spot on. Some others, it's like pretty vaguely close to what happens in the movie. And then others, it's like a joke, like making fun of what actually happens in the movie.
It kind of reminds me of a very long, obviously it's 45 minutes, of a very long form Saturday Night Live, like the digital short.
Yes.
Where it's exaggerated basically.
Right.
But they did a good job. It did have me thinking, if you had to recreate a movie from memory, which one do you think you could do most accurately?
Most accurately?
Yeah.
What movie have I watched the most that I would know to be able to do this?
I mean, to me, I think it has to be children's movie, right?
Probably.
Now, it may have been a little longer since you've seen it, but you saw it so many times as a kid.
Right.
And they're simpler. They're usually simpler than, adult stuff. So I'm thinking I think I could do a pretty good job of Lion King.
I was just thinking Lion King would be a great one.
I watched so much Lion King.
Yes, I watched that a million times. I think it would be difficult to do a musical, but that would be fun.
Yeah.
And then I think any of the Disney princess films.
Okay.
I watched those a lot, that I probably could do any of those.
I know the other one that I remember is I watched, now I couldn't do this now, but when I was a kid, I went through a phase where I watched Hercules so many times in such a short period of time that I remember thinking, I bet you I could get 30 minutes into this movie without missing a line.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You could quote the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how old I was, but I distinctly remember that.
Another one that I watched a lot when I was a kid that I could probably do, Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a fun one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been long enough since I've seen that I think I would have a tough time. But yeah, I'm trying to think of anything that's not child-oriented.
Yeah,
that I could recreate.
Because obviously Hunger Games is a little bit more mature, but they make it a parody, which is funny. And I also do have to say, I loved this video so much that for the very first time, I used the hype feature on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Which is basically brand new. It's been around for a couple months, maybe, where you can hype a video and it sends it out into the algorithm. Not as if it needed any help. It already had 2 million views when I saw it, but now it's almost got 3. So maybe I did help it out. I don't know.
There you go.
But yeah, I don't know what I would do on a more mature scale, what movie I would recreate.
I'm thinking now that I've had a moment, Step Brothers.
Step Brothers.
I think I've seen Step Brothers enough times. I could do a pretty good job. I could recreate that. People texting in, if you had to recreate a movie from memory, which one could you probably do the most accurately? Some really good answers coming in. Landon first at 8772 RadioU was such an obvious answer. Elf.
That would be a perfect one to do. And very timely with it being the Christmas season.
He's so right. I just watched Elf the other night when I put up my tree. So Elf is the obvious answer. It'd be fresh in my mind, and I legitimately probably have seen that more than any other movie in my life.
Okay, so that'd be a good one for you guys to do. You should plan it together.
Yeah.
We hear from Sage, Fantastic Mr. Fox by Wes Anderson. To recreate a Wes Anderson movie would be difficult a little bit, in my opinion. But I think that would be a fun one to do.
Yeah, that'd be a challenge.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see you do it.
Yes.
I do like some Wes Anderson movies. I've only seen the Fantastic Mr. Fox once.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm saying only. I mean, obviously, I haven't seen it as many times as Sage.
But you've seen it.
But I have seen it.
Okay.
We heard from Chad, who says, hands down, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I've watched it so many times.
Yes, that's a good one. Any of those like 80s films I could probably do too. I like all the John Hughes movies.
Yeah.
I could probably do any of those.
It helps that not only have you probably seen it a time or two or several, but where it's so like ingrained and it was so culturally like relevant. Yeah.
Yes. That's the same with the Hunger Games. I think that's why it works so much because so many of us remember it. So it was kind of like it's in the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you not only saw it when you watched the movie, you just saw it everywhere else.
Right. We heard from Stephanie, and she says, I would try to recreate the film Memento, but I'd forget what I'd just done and have to retell it. LOL. A parody of that movie. That is
funny. A Christopher Nolan classic.
Yes.
That is how the movie goes. Have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen Memento.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But for everybody else,
right.
That's what
that joke is.
It starts backwards.
Right.
It starts at the end. William says, if I had to recreate a movie, it would either be Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
all right,
Rat Race, or Ace Ventura.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've only seen Hitchhikers and I've seen some of Ace Ventura because there's a few of those.
Yeah, I think there's two.
Yeah.
How would you recreate the scene where you have to crawl out of the elephant's butt?
Wasn't that a rhino?
A rhino, whatever it was. Yeah. I just remember the butts.
I don't.
The butts look the same to me.
Yeah, I don't know what you would do with that one. But my favorite idea is actually in the comments of this Hunger Games video.
Okay.
The top comment is, I need a Twilight version, like immediately. And I would absolutely be able to do a Twilight version because when I was like in, I don't know, junior high, I was obsessed with the first Twilight movie.
I've never seen a Twilight movie. So you could recreate it for me. I would have no frame of reference.
They're terrible.
I'm sure they are.
And so that's why it would be so fun to do a parody of because it'd be easy.
Yeah.